Well, hello everybody and welcome back. This is Matt. This is my channel, Flatland Relics. Today we're back on the 40 Dodge and we are going to add the center section into the 8 3/4 rear. We're going to put those coilovers back on and we're going to install the new axles that I got from Dr. Diff. And for those of you that are wondering, the center section I got is a 323 Shore Track. It's posi, and I got that from Mopar Madness. They were very helpful in getting me the right parts that I need. And the axles I ordered new with new lug bolts and the green bearings. And I got those from Dr. Diff. Both places were good to work with, and I recommend them both.
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same thing on this side. Today I didn't speed up a lot of the video. I want people to see the actual amount of time it takes just to put a bunch of components back together. Not like it takes all day or anything, but it does take a little bit of time. And I feel like sometimes when you watch these YouTube videos and everything is sped up to like 3 times, it seems like, I don't know, it just reminds me of those reality TV car shows where they completely restore a car in a week that had like no floor panels or anything. And that, I don't know, maybe that's possible if you have like 20 people working on it, but I'm a one-man circus over here, so it takes me a lot of time and energy to get things done. And as I said before, I do everything in my spare time. This is a hobby, it's not a business. No one's paying me to do this. In fact, I pay through the teeth to do this because it's something I would like to get finished. Since I had properly shaved the old spring perches off the 8 3/4 axle, I have really good clearance now with the coilovers between the actual spring and the axle housing. It's always fun to get new parts. When I bought that 8 3/4 axle housing, I did get it with axles. It had the old style tapered bearings on it, and I've seen a lot of videos for how to change those bearings to the green bearings, but I just really didn't want to sit there and take a hammer and chisel and a grinder to the original axles that I have, because for a pretty fair price you can get brand new axles, bearings, you can get the lug bolts you want installed. I just opted to get some new ones. I don't know, something just told me not to trust the ones that came with the axle housing. Like, you don't know if they're true or not. Like, somebody took that axle out of a car for a reason, and I'm kind of hoping that the housing's actually up to snuff. I haven't actually ran anything, but we'll see how it goes. I like to clean machine surfaces before I mate them. So just take a second and wipe stuff down. You know, just because it's a new part doesn't mean it didn't get dirty during transport or dust on it sitting in your shop. It's good to be clean with this kind of stuff. After reading some forums and doing a little bit of research, I've come to the conclusion that you want to torque these center section hold down bolts to about 35 pounds, somewhere between like 35 pounds probably. Uh, Mostly folks were just saying that size stud that's in the axle housing, it'll break if you try and take it to the suggested 45 pounds from the manual, and you don't want to start breaking those studs off. So someone was saying they ran it at 35 pounds, no problem, and a few other people co-signed that. And then on the one forum I read, somebody was even like, yeah, I just hit it with the impact and leave it. You'll see upcoming in this video that I torque all these, kind of bounce around and just torque them all down to 35 pounds. And I think that's going to work. Later on in the video, I torqued down the hold down bolts for the axle. And if I ever did that again, I'd probably only take it to like 28 or 30 pounds because 35 seemed a little too much for that. But for the center section, 35 pounds seemed right on the money. I do a little spin test here, and you will notice that both axles and the yoke spin at the same time. That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right, that's it for this week. Looks like everything went together pretty smooth. Like I said, if I had to do it again, which I probably will a few times because I got to put the brakes back on, I would definitely torque those axle retention nuts down a little bit less, maybe like 25, 28 pounds. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe. Whatever you're doing, have fun, be safe. See you next time.